Imagine entering a world where one wrong word leads to certain doom. A man mocks a mystical creature, unaware that he just triggered a deadly ancient curse called the Weasel's request. In this game, answering incorrectly doesn't just mean losing, it means a lifetime of misery.
那黄皮子刚刚的行为，在诡异传说里称为讨封，是指他要成道之前会向人发问。
Like and subscribe if you enjoy this. Now let's begin. Sui, the mastermind, explains that the creature asks if it looks like a human or a god. If the answer is god, the creature ascends but steals the person's luck. If the answer is human, the creature's cultivation is ruined and it will seek bloody revenge.
他们居然说黄皮子是兽人。
The US squad finds themselves in a surreal landscape. They are terrified by the shifting environment as the world suddenly turns black and white. One member notices the moon looks strange, suggesting it might actually be a giant white lantern hanging in the void.
前不久这个世界还是彩色的，至少那个说话的兽人身上的皮毛肯定是黄色的。
Desperate to escape this ghostly place, the team rushes forward. However, they realize the eerie sounds are getting closer, suggesting that whatever is hunting them is not slowing down, but gaining ground rapidly.
快走，离开这个鬼地方！
The team thinks they have escaped the danger when they stumble upon a strange outdoor theater. It is filled with seats and food, but the only presence is a mysterious woman singing alone in the middle of the night. Thinking she is just a mentally unstable former star, the team decides to take a break. They eat the provided food, feeling safe for the first time, completely unaware that the kindness of the service is a deadly trap.
可这里看着也不是什么剧场，一个观众都没有啊。
但他还是摆了茶水点心，服务很。
Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. A chilling happy birthday song echoes through the air, turning the peaceful break into a nightmare. The silence of the theater is now filled with an invisible, suffocating presence. One member realizes the seats weren't empty from the start. He suspects that the theater was always full of invisible entities, just waiting for the team to let their guard down. He tries to stay calm, knowing fear only empowers the anomalies.
冷静，冷静，越是恐惧，诡异就越是强大。
The team captain returns from a break, but his behavior is strange. He gives the signal game over, a code meaning there is an unknown danger nearby. The team is now on high alert, but it is already too late.
行了，别吃了，我们走。
Some members decide to pack the leftovers to take with them. They believe they are being practical, but the food they are carrying is about to reveal a disgusting truth about their perceived reality.
动作快点。
The horror peaks when the captain vomits. The delicious food the team ate transforms into filth and garbage. One member realizes he is chewing on a piece of candle wax, and the smell becomes unbearable. The illusion shatters as the performance ends. The team is left in a state of shock and disgust, realizing that their senses had been completely deceived by the supernatural forces of the dungeon. In a desperate move to maintain composure, the US team uses chemical sedatives. This is a massive gamble, as using drugs in the National Destiny game is considered cheating and can lead to catastrophic punishments. Bruce, a team member, justifies the cheating by claiming that the US does not need to follow other countries' rules. However, the drugs have severe side effects and are highly addictive, effectively sealing their fate.
你犯了反人类罪。
哦，我的上帝呀！你们是在
The drugs create a false sense of confidence. One member begins laughing maniacally, believing the ghosts are just hallucinations. He feels invincible, unaware that he is walking deeper into a trap. Driven by drug-induced rage, the soldier begins firing his gun wildly at the invisible threats. He treats the horror like a shooting range, screaming "come on," and enjoying the carnage while losing his grip on reality. The chaos reaches a peak when the captain accidentally shoots his own teammate, Jack, in the frenzy. He is horrified to find that the anomaly has vanished, leaving behind only the corpse of his friend.
What? 发生了
Out of ammo and exhausted, the surviving members try to convince themselves they have won. They toasted technology and chemicals, believing they have conquered the Dragon Kingdom's dungeon through sheer force.
干杯！
Their celebration is cut short by a creature with skin like diamond. No matter how hard they attack, they cannot leave a scratch on the monster. The realization of their helplessness begins to set in. The team is baffled by the existence of such an invincible entity. They were told every anomaly has a weakness, but this creature defies all logic and speed, making escape nearly impossible. The captain wonders if the Dragon Kingdom has found a way to exploit the system's loopholes. Meanwhile, the anomaly continues to ignore their pleas, slowly closing in on them with terrifying precision. In the observer's room, Sui laughs. He admits defeat to the unexpected outcome but revels in the psychological torture he designed. The victims are now just pawns in his grand architectural experiment. The survivors attempt to run in the opposite direction, hoping to outpace the monster that has just finished its meal. The panic is palpable as they realize there is nowhere left to hide.
他吃完了应该很快就会追过来。
One by one, the team members are picked off. Martin is killed instantly, and the screams of the dying echo through the void, signaling the total collapse of the US squad's efforts.
快逃！
The truth is finally revealed, everyone was trapped in coffins from the start. The red-dressed female corpse was hanging from a tree, feeding on their fear while they were trapped in a deep hallucination. The only flaw in the design was a small hole in the coffin. Sui disguised the incoming light as the moon, giving them a slim chance to realize they were in a dream and escape through mental strength. Sui laments that the team was too incompetent to notice the clue. He hopes for a more challenging set of opponents in the future so he can design even more complex dungeons.
必须留下破绽。我留下的破绽就是棺材上的小洞。我把透镜。
One lone survivor manages to wake up and see the truth. He tries to flee, driven by the thought of his family, but the nightmare is not yet over for him.
没想到临最后了，还是有一个人醒过来看到了真相。唉，又要设计全新的副本了。
The survivor is confronted by the Weasel from the beginning. He begs for mercy, admitting he shouldn't have called the creature a beast man. But apologies are useless when the curse is already active. The system announces a total wipeout of the US team. Rockefeller, a powerful figure, is devastated and offers all his wealth just to stay alive, but the laws of the game are absolute.
全员已死亡。
Because of the cheating, the punishment is doubled. The US loses 10% of its national luck and 10 years of life for all citizens. Conversely, the Dragon Kingdom gains these assets as a reward.
惩罚降临，检测到漂亮国使用药。
For his brilliant design, Sui is awarded the right to choose the next enemy nation. He advises the government to prioritize the most dangerous supernatural cultures to prevent future threats.
苏先生，这是我们下次国战的敌对国备选名单，上面想听听你。
Sui chooses the Yao Nation. He reveals secret intelligence that they sacrifice thousands of their own citizens to control anomalies, making them a terrifying power that must be eliminated. Despite the risks, Sui is confident. He claims that Dragon Kingdom's folklore has specific counters for such creatures, and he prepares to unleash the soul-sucking ghost to handle the threat.
他们疑似用献祭取悦诡异，换取诡异的力量，代价是上万国民的生命。
The target is set. The world watches as the Dragon Kingdom officially designates the Yao Nation as its adversary, sparking a new era of supernatural warfare on a global scale.
龙国指定敌对国， 人妖。
A new dungeon begins. Eerie nursery rhymes echo, warning travelers to keep their heads down and move quickly, or face a headless vengeful spirit at the city gates. The rhymes describe terrifying scenarios, children crying for home and hungry ghosts lurking in the shadows. The players must follow the lyrics to survive the night of 100 demons. The warnings urge the players not to listen to the lies of others and to persist in the righteous path. Every word of the song is a clue to the traps hidden within the town. The players are terrified by the haunting melodies. They realize that the music is not just for atmosphere, but a guide to the various anomalies they must encounter and overcome. A confident leader tells his team to stay calm. He believes that by reconstructing the rhymes, they can find the weaknesses of the ghosts and eliminate them one by one. The arrogance of the new team is striking. They believe they can kill the anomalies of the Dragon Kingdom, despite no records in the world showing such a feat is ever possible.
再去将这些诡异通通干掉。
干掉诡异。
The team reveals their own secret weapon, controlled Kumanthong ghosts. They use these summoned spirits to fight, attempting to bypass the rules of the dungeon using their own dark arts.
是妖国复苏的诡异被他们操控了，怎么办到的？
系统投诉，他们开挂。
They identify the ghost messenger as a rule-based anomaly and split into two teams. With their summoned ghosts by their side, they push forward, hoping to conquer the cursed town.
即便有古曼童，也不要轻易招惹。我们分成。
The team finds a temporary shelter, but as the night deepens, the real horror begins. Do you think these controlled spirits can actually protect them from the Dragon Kingdom's nightmares?